reservations and the flight reservations. So I've been called Mr. Raison for 20 years now. So just a few comments. Margo and I's orbits had many potentials for interaction, but they never materialized. Margo worked on the RFP for the crime lab back 28 years ago, 30 years ago. She worked on the crime lab RFP. I wound up being the superintendent on the project that built the crime lab after the fact. I never met Margo. Margo was from biking. Margo was a member of the Kurt Wheelman. I was a member of the Kurt Wheelman and rode a lot of bikes back in the day. So did Margo. Never met Margo. Skiing. We both love Mammoth. I've skied for 47 years. She skied for 51, 52 years. Never met on the mountain. I believe meaningful people enter your life when you're ready to meet them. I had a lot of work to do to become the person that was right for Margo, and she had a lot of work to do to become the person that was right for me. So eventually the time was right. And as you've heard, we met at the cafe in the building, 11:15. And a trip recently to that meeting, I had spent some time in London and Paris, and where my family's from, my mother's from, in the north of England. That prepared me for a conversation I had with Margo, because when I came walking through the cafe and Jeannie was having a cook with Margo, she said, "Oh, this is how I recall it. This is Geoff, or Geoff, this is Margo. You like her, she likes Paris too." So I credit Jeannie for that introduction. Thank you for that. So that was how I met Margo, and we were friends for a long time. Then we began to date, and the rest is sort of history. So that's really the story. That's the meet cute story. As far as conversations, with Margo's retirement speech at my retirement luncheon, she mentioned that we talk a lot on road trips, hiking, long flights, etc. Because of our work with the county, we have a lifetime of experience about which to talk, and we talk about every one of you, as she said. Every one of you. David. Supervisor Perez. So we've never had any lack of anything to talk about. Our first trip after she retires will be to Colorado and then to Santa Fe to see her brother and family. While we won't have current county topics to whisper about, we have a lifetime of stories that will keep us entertained and sometimes horrified. Regarding her comments about family business discussion, our family business will become the business of family. We have children, nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters, parents. I have parents still to watch and participate in their lives, and I look forward to those conversations and being able to spend the time with that family. John Nylon once commented, I don't know if he commented it to me or if he commented it to Margo, but Margo was like Cher or Madonna. She was known at the county by a single name. Department head gets in trouble, call Margo. Supervisor gets in trouble, call Margo. Earthquake, call Margo. I would venture to guess that a lot of people know her by her first name, but not her last. She has been Kern County's sheriff. Something else was mentioned recently about her calm demeanor and her calm approach to everything. And I can assure you that while you see the calm Margo, there is plenty of frantic times but as a leader of the county, she must maintain that appearance. She saves the terrified crumbling for when she gets home. After she's shaken off the astonishment about how absolutely amazing the issue or predicament is, she gets to work, breaks down the issue, pools her resources, researchers, and begins to direct to mostly positive outcomes. If they listen to her, mostly positive outcomes. She used to say frequently that she never had to look for work, it always came to her. She could do nothing but return calls of the day and be fully employed. And she did it happily and willingly. Finally, I mentioned in my retirement speech that Margo's name is Raison. Last name is Raison. Raison means reason in French. She's done well. You all have done well to listen to her because she has been right most of the time. That's the reason. An interesting comment about that is that when we were going through the family belongings from the newspaper business that her family used to own, we came across a handwritten family tree taking her back to a little town in Bordeaux called Geneste in the Bordeaux region. Her family name is actually Raison de la Geneste, so she's the reason of the town of Geneste. Regarding being a therapist, that was also brought up the other day. We have been each other's therapists. Our routine is that I listen to her sage advice and mostly do what she suggests. And she listens to my advice and does the right thing in spite of my advice. Remember, her name is Raison. We counterbalance each other professionally and personally. I appreciate that. As I mentioned in my speech the other day, at our wedding and at my retirement, I thank all of those people who are meaningful to us for creating the people we have become. I thank Margo and the rest of the people for preparing us to be the people that we are and will be for each other. And I look forward to the next phase. So, congratulations, Margo.
Because Geoff brought it up. Sorry, Margo. One of you lucky people are standing at a table that probably has a picture of Margo dressed like Madonna from the MTV Music Awards. That was from, there it is. That was also from Jeannie over here's Halloween party. So she was Madonna for sure.
She was Britney.
You were Britney. Let's leave that part out. Okay, well, that's all we have for prepared speeches, but would anyone else like to come up and say a word or